Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and today we're going to review the ASUS Zenfone 2 laser. So ASUS Zenfone 2 was announced at the Zen Festival in Delhi, and this device comes in three variants, and we have the base variant. This is the variant which comes for rupees 999, and it's powered by the Snapdragon 410 quad-core chipset with 2GB RAM and 16GB internal storage, along with a 5.5-inch HD display. And it has a 13 megapixel rear camera with a dual LED flash and also laser autofocus. It also comes with Android 5.0 Lollipop with Zen UI and a 3000 mAh battery. So that was the spec aspect. Now let's go into the detailed aspects of the review. So first step, let's see the design and build quality. So design wise, the ASUS Zenfone 2 laser has the same design language as that of the Zenfone 2, which was announced earlier this year. So Zenfone 2 laser has curved rear panels, and I can see the volume keys on the rear panel, which is very similar to what we saw on the Zenfone 2, and this has been given a metallic finish, and the power button is on the top, which is not really convenient for most of the users, and the travel for the power button is also pretty less, so it's not really the best placed power buttons around, but still overall we would say it's almost the same design language as that of the Zenfone 2. Now it also comes with a laser autofocus, first of its kind in the sub 10k price point. It has dual LED flash and a chrome finishing around the camera. And then you can see that when you compare with the Zenfone 2, this has rear panel has the plastic finishing. There is no brush metal finish, and the plastic finishing is just pretty decent, although you might see some smudges here and then, but it's a pretty decent finished device. And on the front panel you have the 5.5-inch HD display. You can see the ASUS branding, the silver finishing for the speaker. You can see the three capacitive touch buttons, they're not backlit, and a pattern below the buttons. So all in all, design wise, this is a well built phone, although the material quality could have been better. It's a decent built phone, and also it's not the lightest or the slimmest phablet around in this price point, but it's a well built phone, and because of the curved rear panel, holding the device is pretty good. It's pretty slim towards the edges, giving it a good feel in hand. So all in all, in the design and build quality, this is a pretty well built phone, and does have a decent design in this category. Now moving on to the display, this sports a 5.5-inch HD display, and this is an IPS LCD panel. So when you compare a lot of other phones in the budget category, or rather the sub 10k price point, a lot of manufacturers cut down on the display by providing just an average display and without any protection. But ASUS has done a really good job with the display. Although this is just an HD display, the color quality looks really good. The viewing angles are also very good. Overall sharpness and the display quality looks pretty good. And not only that, it also has the Corning Gorilla Glass 4 protection. That's the latest version, and ASUS has included that on the display, so you're protected from minor scratches and other faults. So that's again very good, and overall the brightness levels are also pretty good on the display. The touch response also feels pretty smooth, no issues, and the overall we would say the display quality on this device is pretty good in this price point. Now let's move on to the software and performance. So this phone runs Android 5.0 Lollipop with a custom Zen UI. So Zen UI is exactly the same what we saw on the Zenfone 2 earlier this year, and you can see this is a heavily skinned UI with custom notification center. So the Zen UI does offer a lot of additional features and functions, and it's a highly customized UI, and it does also offer some themes and other support for customization options. So if you go to the settings, you can see this again a customized panel, and you have a few important options like gesture support. There are lots of gestures included. You can see double tap to wake is there, then you have one-handed UI. So a lot of additional modes and features are included. Then you also have the battery management options included. There is also ASUS customized settings. So it's a heavily skinned UI and does offer a decent amount of features as well. So when you compare other devices in the mid-range category which offers custom skins on top of Android, the Zen UI is a pretty good UI with a great performance overall, and does offer lots of additional tools as well. Now talking about the other aspects, the phone comes with Snapdragon 410 quad-core chipset with 2 GB RAM and 16 GB internal storage, which is expandable via micro SD card. Now the performance of the device is very good, no lag or issues we encountered. We played a lot of games as well. The gaming performance also was pretty good for this price point, although not really the best. Since this is a budget smartphone, you can't really expect flagship like gaming, but it's still the 5.5-inch HD display coupled with the Snapdragon 410 produces pretty good gaming results as well. Now the overall performance of this device is also pretty good. We didn't encounter any lag or issues, but there was slight hiccups when you run a lot of apps in the background, but still for an average user that doesn't really matter much. So on a day-to-day basis you won't really feel any issues with this device. Now talking about 4G support, this phone comes with a 4G LTE and it's dual SIM 4G, so you can use dual SIM cards and use 4G on both the SIM cards. The phone also comes with an easy mode, which provides you a friendly and simple user interface instead of the Zen UI, so that's pretty useful as well. Now this phone comes with 16 GB internal storage and you can expand the storage as well. Out of the 16 GB, around 10.5 GB is available by default. You can see 10.8 GB is available for user in the first boot, and this also can expand the storage via micro SD card. Overall, the Zen UI is a pretty lag free UI and it's responsive, no major issues we faced when we tested the device. The call quality was pretty good on this device. The speaker performance was pretty average, not really the best. The sound output was not the best, but pretty decent for a mid-range phone. So that was the software and performance of the Zenfone 2 Laser. Overall, we are pretty impressed with what was being offered in the software side, coupled with a pretty good performance all round. Now talking about the camera, this is the first phone in the sub 10K price point with the laser autofocus. So this is generally found on flagship devices like the LG G3 and G4. Now ASUS has brought in the laser autofocus to sub 10K price point. It also has a dual tone LED flash and a 13-megapixel rear camera coupled with a 5-megapixel front facing camera. Now talking about the interface is fairly unchanged from the Zenfone 2. You have a lot of options. You have manual control, HDR, low light, night mode, depth of field, effects, slow motion, and a lot of options are included. And in the settings as well, it does offer a lot of additional options as well. So interface wise, this is a really functional UI. You get a lot of additional tools and functions. There is low light mode as well, and the laser autofocus works as advertised, and it is able to focus close-up objects pretty fast with the laser autofocus. So all in all, the camera interface is pretty good. Now talking about the camera quality, we would say this is a pretty good camera for this price point. It does have great clarity, and the overall sharpness and detailing looks pretty good. The colors are pretty spot on. And overall, we would say for a budget or rather sub 10K price point, this is really good performance from the ASUS Zenfone 2 Laser. You can also check out our detailed camera review of the Zenfone 2 Laser to get an idea of how the camera performs. Now this also comes with full HD video recording, and the video recording was also pretty good. Now talking about the selfie experience, this does provide some great selfie camera, and it also has HDR mode in the selfie camera, so it can take some good selfie shots, and the overall performance of the selfie camera was also pretty good. So that was the camera aspect. So overall, we would say we were pretty impressed with the camera on the ASUS Zenfone 2 Laser, especially with the laser autofocus, and the clarity looks pretty good. Now talking about the battery, the phone comes with the same 3000 mAh battery as that of the ASUS Zenfone 2. Now here the difference is the Zenfone 2 runs Intel Atom quad-core chipset, while the Zenfone 2 Laser has a Snapdragon 410 quad-core chipset, and this brings in a huge difference in battery performance. When we tested the battery on the Zenfone 2, we found that the battery performance was pretty decent, not really the best considering its high-end device, but with the Snapdragon 410 the battery performance has improved, and you can easily get more than a day if you're a casual user on this device. So 3000 mAh battery performs really well with the Snapdragon chipset, and does work really well. Now this also comes with the power management options. You can see there is a power saver mode. There are 3 battery modes included. You can see performance mode, there is balance mode, smart saving mode, and ultra power saving mode. So even if you're running out on battery, you can switch on these modes. You can even schedule modes, so that's something really good from this Zen UI. So all in all, we would say in the battery management, this performs really well, and the battery performance is pretty good on this device, considering that this is a sub 10k price point device. So we have now talked about a lot of aspects, including the design, build quality, software performance, camera, and the battery life. So all in all, is the Zenfone 2 Laser price is ₹999 worth the money? We would definitely say yes, because it does come with all-round performance. There isn't anything which is really bad on this device. It has decent display, decent build quality, software and performance is pretty good, the camera is also very good, and also the battery performance is pretty decent. Now this has to compete with the Lenovo K3 Note, Eureka Plus, and a lot of other devices. So now the availability will be a big criteria, because this device is not right now available. It will be available sometime in September. You can right now pre-order it, while on the other side K3 Note and Eureka Plus is available right now for purchase. So that's one major issue. The availability could be a major deciding factor for the Zenfone 2 Laser. But overall, we would say the Zenfone 2 Laser is totally worth the money for ₹999. So that was a detailed review of the ASUS Zenfone 2 Laser. So hope you liked this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to your YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.